Hey, tell us who you are and what you do, mate.
Hi, I'm Bruce from Compassion. Lovely to meet you. I'm married to Anne, live on the Central Coast, and it's my great privilege to share with you all that God is doing as He cares for kids around the world.
Fantastic. Well, mate, tell us about Compassion and COVID.
Yeah, it's been a challenging time for Compassion, as it has been for all of the churches around the world. But one of the things that is so encouraging to see is that God is continuing to care for the children and the families who are in the greatest need in our world, and we're seeing Him do that wonderfully through His local church. The churches aren't meeting, but we're still caring for the kids in their homes.
Yeah, that's great. So, mate, you said the kids have been cared for. What is actually happening with the kids?
Yeah, well, first and foremost, we're meeting their most immediate needs, which is for food and water and hygiene, medicine, and hygiene information so that they can stay healthy during COVID. We're also making sure that the kids stay safe, as in some cases the emotional temperatures rise in families due to lockdown. And we're also making sure that we can continue to care for the kids spiritually so that they know and grow in their love of Jesus, and being able to do that in their homes.
That's brilliant. Now, mate, a lot of us like writing to our kids. Should we still keep doing that?
Yes, please. That is great. One of the great encouragements that the kids will get from you writing at this point is that they'll know that they're not forgotten, that even though that they're not going to the centre, that they still have a sponsor. The sponsor is still concerned for them and loves them and is concerned for how they're going, and the letters enable us to be able to show that and are really even more important at this time.
Yeah, so even though we haven't got anything back yet, you'd say keep going.
Yes, please. Yes, please keep going. It is taking a lot longer for us to get letters back from the kids because we're having to do that letter writing in their homes and get them from their homes and then back through to us here in Australia. So it does take longer, like everything else during COVID, but you will receive letters soon, so please be encouraged.
That's great. Now, mate, tell us what we can be doing. Are there other things that we can be doing? What would you encourage us to do as a church at the moment?
Yeah, I'd like to really encourage you to keep being generous. Thank you so much. It's wonderful. Your generosity is great. We value it so much. Please keep praying for the children, praying for their families, the churches who are looking after them, for governments and for a solution, a vaccine for this pandemic. And please, as I said, keep writing letters. Keep the kids foremost in your thoughts.
Yeah, fantastic. Now, mate, is there anything else that you'd like to say to us as we finish up?
I just want to remind you that it would be easy to think that throughout this time God may have forgotten what's going on for these children. He hasn't. God is caring deeply and always has for these children. And we're seeing that through His church. It's a wonderful encouragement to see the way that God continues to care and cherish these children.
Thanks so much.
No problem.
We have already seen the situation of our beneficiaries before this crisis, and when this crisis comes, we really have seen this great need to provide, to help by giving this relief distribution.
The child support funds are being used, then the funds allotted for these are used instead to provide relief goods for children and their family members. And these relief goods cover the basic necessities that they need.
We have seen the excitement of the children, and I think one thing that I am so thankful is that when they recognize that those blessings that they receive comes from the Lord, and that the Lord answered their prayers and that their needs were provided. So they were so glad, so glad. I just can't imagine.
I'm proud of the church. The name of Jesus Christ has been lifted up.
I really thank the Lord for this partnership, that we were able to respond.
Christ is our provider, and when we fear, we can always put our trust in Him.